successfully loaded and secured on board, a rotating security team of 6 are posted to protect it.
Triplet! This is the largest haul of hyperonic crystals possibly in the whole galaxy. This amount of these crystals could power Tepe for eons.
What if the Lactate figure out what we're doing? The treaty clearly stated that resources were not to be extracted from the former UIPU.
I highly doubt that the Lactate are not doing some mining of their own. Of course, I believe that the land we were given is the actual site of construction for the Crusaders. Why, that's a bit much. All these precautions you're taking are a bit ridiculous, are they not? I mean, it's just one crate of crystals. Silence, man-servant Paris! When the Crusader gutted itself, the only surviving parts were a few of these hyperonic crystals. Are you saying that Tepe is planning an Alpha Beam project of its own to repeat such atrocities? We should just ban the beam galactic-wide. The Alpha Beam is the way of the future, and with the schematics leaked, we can develop our own, or even better versions of it. I thought the big takeaway from the war is that there should be more galactic connectivity and increased understanding between nations. Not that every state should develop its own Alpha Beam. Manservant Paris, what I am talking about is apparently far too complex for you. A planet that is covered in superpowered gems should be utilized to the best of Tepe's abilities. Do you not agree? To me, it seems that you are weaponizing the space that was given to you, instead of bettering the lives of the inhabitants and ushering in peace in this region.
Ranking, you are receiving several messages from Colonel Fanza on screen now.
Professor Proboscis, my sensors detect that there are around 3 fiber ships waiting to ambush us. Yes, my scanners are picking up the same thing. Red alert! Establish communications relay. We must protect these hyperonic crystals at all cost. Priming weapons. We should be able to take them with relative ease.
My brother, are you sure that we are not over our heads? This is the Republic of Tepe we are talking about. They are one of the most powerful militaries around. I am aware, Omicron. That is why Kappa allied with them during the war. But look at the escort. They must be transporting something valuable. How can you be for certain? As far as we know, this is just a training mission or general surveillance of their newly acquired territory. Father always said that empires and men tend to protect their shiny things in fear that someone else has an eye for it. I understand, Theta, but is this really going to progress our goals? A few weapon components or standard monetary units do not make much change. Trust me on this one, brother. Plus, anything and everything bolsters our morale and might, which are 2 things we need to topple Kappa Fiber's rule over the UBF. I just hope whatever we find will put the fiber back in Fibermen, commencing attack for fiber.
This is unlike the Fibermen. Since the fall of Bezos Fiber nearly 100 years ago, they seldom take the initiative to make any first attacks. Maybe we should reason with them. The Fibermen would have open ears as to what their powerful neighbors would be saying. I prefer not to risk it. One crate of hyperonic crystal has unlimited power. Our potentials are limitless, and so we must protect them at all cost.
All weapons primed and ready. Neutron missiles are away. I am detecting that they are activating their fiber vacuums.
Colonel Fossa, Colonel Tebs, scramble! Don't get caught in their fiber vacuum. Even one standard unit of time in there is devastating to a ship. I suggest that we release the ZC-Zeros to distract and occupy the Fibermen while we lay the heavy fire right into them. Hold on to your fighters. Releasing them may invite the Fibermen to release theirs, and judging by the size of their ships, they will easily have twice as many. I believe the Fibertus is acting as their capital ship. Professor Proboscis, I suggest that you focus on taking them down. They've got me. I repeat, the Ranger has been caught in the fiber vacuum. I am requesting immediate assistance, or my ship will be lost. Tepe Troop number 22, reroute the neutron missiles. We cannot afford to lose the Ranger. We must destroy that fiber ship. Target its back.
Locks rerouted. Neutron missiles primed. Neutron missiles away.
Neutron missile noise. Explosion noise.
We will push on for the glory of Tepe. Tepe Troop number 22, prepare another batch of neutron missiles. This time, target the Fibertus. Critical hit, Professor. Though, I believe that the Ranger is crippled beyond repair. I must leave immediately. My ship only has 2 primary thrusters left.
Theta, I don't know what we are trying to get is worth it. We have lost a ship. How do we explain this to Kappa Fiber if he finds out? There is nothing Kappa Fiber can do to us. Omicron, what happened to your hope for a more independent UBF? I fail to see the point if we are both dead. Theta Fiber, I know that you know more about the cargo than you let on. Omicron Fiber, no questions please. Just stick with me and I will take you to the top. Don't you want to revive the ambitions of our once great empire? I do. The Fibermen for far too long have been trampled under the feet of others. But we may be taking it too far. Too far. We haven't taken it anywhere. We do minor supply runs and minor sabotage missions. We will never rise to the head of the UBF at this rate. Maybe Kappa Fiber is that bad of a leader. He has certainly kept us safe from our enemies. We should just let him continue to rule. Pathetic. You give up on our goals and ambitions at the drop of a hat. You must have tenacity, Omicron, or you will never get anywhere.
Neutron missile noise. Explosion noise.
Critical hit. All breach in sectors 21 to 34. coolant leak in fiber vacuum supply center. Ship-wide failure imminent. I have to get to the fiber vacuum generator. Some of our best crew is stationed there. Omicron, get to the fiber foot. Prep a speedy evacuation. I don't know if the ship will maintain structure long enough. We must leave now, Theta, or risk losing you. I must do what I have to do. Get out of here.
I predicted the Fibermen are preparing to leave. It seems as Colonel Thames suggested, without the head they crumble.
Good. Let them escape. We have no reason to pursue them. Where has manservant Paris gotten off to?
I believe I saw him heading towards an escape pod. Must have over-exaggerated the conditions of the battle.
We will go with that. Q2A2, resume our previous course. We cannot keep King Pachingo awaiting his hyperonic crystals.
Omicron Fiber, I have received a report that the Fibertis has been lost, including Theta Fiber. Impossible. Have our scanners picked up any possible fiber fighters that got out before the Fibertis exploded? Negative. All ships are reported to have been lost. Only the 100 or so Fibermen who beamed over survived. This can't be. Theta cannot be lost. This is impossible. An escape pod or something. There must be some way he survived. Theta Fiber would have been vaporized in fiber vacuum control, which due to its proximity to the primary generator would have been the first to go. My brother will not have died in vain. Professor Proboscis, you will pay for this.